Hi everyone, how would you like to obtain fast, fresh results at the flick of a brush? Join me in a moment and we'll find out. Spattering yields great fresh and loose results fast. I'm going to wet the surface of the paper. It's a bit thick, so slightly thinner, maybe semi-skim milk consistency. Oh no, that's a bit too thin. Do the thicker one. I want it to show results clearly. Doesn't really matter, but it doesn't need to be too weak, otherwise the effect won't work. So I'm going to let that start to dry so that the sheen is just starting to go off. Put that there. The humble toothbrush, it is clean, although it doesn't look it, it's rather stained. So if I dip that into my cadmium orange onto dry paper, I get lovely crisp results. Nice spattering there. If I semi-wet the paper with a trigger spray, you might get different effects. Yes, some of the globules are bigger and some are small. That's a different effect. But if I wet it completely, these can be used for all sorts of subjects. I'm thinking of sheep's wool for that. Perhaps I'll do a little sheep. So this one, I'm going to wet the paper completely. Let's see what happens with that one. Very different again, and it's spreading more. Perhaps I'll put some. It's a very messy technique this. I can see that my brush is looking rather worse for wear. And so I'm going to dip it in the quite strong paint, full cream milk consistency. Oh yes, you can see lovely effects happening there. If this toothbrush was dry, we'd get different effects again. So I'm just going to leave it there, I think, in my brush. Most important. And perhaps I could do a sheep. Just reminds me of the sheep's wool. So I'll do his ears. This is an Inktense block, just to give you an idea. His head coming round. It's a bit of negative painting. which means you paint round the subject. And then his wool might come around like that. It'll be darker here because of this shadow there. Just gives you an idea of subjects. You can use these things for techniques for. So all different but useful techniques. So how's my building coming on? Yes, the sheen is just starting to go, so I'll move these out the way. Quickly before it dries anymore. And then, I could use my trigger spray, but it's going to be, oops. Going to be good to show you the humble little toothbrush. So if I dip him in just clear water, no paint this time, and this is just started to dry, as I say. Get the worst of it off, and then you can see the lovely effects coming, and it just makes it look like an old building. When that's dry, it will show more clearly. So I'll lay that to one side. We can use brushes for spattering. So this one I'm going to use a nice lime green, I think, and make a nice meadow perhaps of bluebells. So a little bit of trigger spray, and then using my big brush, you could use any brush. The bigger the brush, the bigger the spatter. You could shake the brush, you can tap the brush, or flick the brush. Add some bluebells, nice effects happening there. And so, just to give you an example, these are pastels. Just to give you an idea of the lovely effects that can be obtained by given you some thought for inspiration. You can also bring if you want to show stems more, just use the handle of the brush. I hope that's given you some food for thought. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video to enable more videos and 10-minute techniques to come. Thank you for watching. See you next time.